It's New Year's Eve. Welcome to the podcast, guys. It is episode 675. And today, this is really a message for all the single people out there, I guess, and Zach and Kai when you are trying to find a partner. And it's very, very simple. And I think this is such an important message, though. Right. Your partner either has to be a cheerleader or a quarterback. So a cheerleader, a quarterback, or a water boy. What does that mean? Well, it's a reference analogy for American football. So a cheerleader, for example, would never, ever ask you to come off the field to play. A water boy is always there bringing water onto the field. A quarterback is the person making the strides forward, making things happen. So there's three things you need from a partner. And this goes for you girls too. And so for girls, if you're, for example, Claire, my wife, she needed a quarterback. She had to have a quarterback because she wanted to be the person who's the home, the home mum, the one who brought up a family and did all the home stuff. She is literally the best person in the world to organize a home. I don't know what's happening any day of the week in our home life. I haven't got a clue. I don't even know what's in their bank account at any given day. And so Claire organizes all that. So she's a cheerleader and a water boy for me, but I'm her quarterback, which means that I'm the person who's making the strides forward on the field of play, on the business, on the money, on that side of it. So when you're looking for a partner, when you're looking for a life partner, it's one of the most important decisions of your life, and there's no getting away from it. So what you need to know if you're a water boy. So that means that if they're going to be there for you, are they going to be there for you? And anytime you need them, are they going to be pairing the meals and stuff? And I don't mean that sexist or anything like that. I just mean, are they going to be there for you when you need them? When the time is there, when the time is for them to come and help you and assist you, are they going to be there? And so for me, it was so important to either have a water boy. So Claire's a water boy. She's absolutely fantastic at that. And she's a cheerleader as well, cheering you on from the sidelines and being your biggest fan, being your number one fan. Rah, 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 Dino, D, give us D, give us E, give us E, Dino. You get the point. And so for me, I didn't know this. I wasn't aware of this when I was picking Claire. I definitely didn't pick. Well, I picked Claire. She didn't pick me. She had no choice because obviously I wanted to be in a relationship with Claire for like 9 months before she even would go on a date with me or anything like that. I wore her down. But I didn't know any of that at the time. And I just got lucky. I got lucky that me and Claire sync perfectly because you can't have two quarterbacks. It's impossible. It's not impossible. It just makes life extremely hard. If you're both motivated and want to go out to work and work in 60-hour weeks and you both put your not career first, but you're very career minded, and it's just incredibly difficult for that to work. If you're both water boys, it's incredibly difficult for that to work. If you're both cheerleaders, it's incredibly difficult for that to work. It will work to a certain extent, but you'll never, ever get the success that you would get if you had a quarterback. It's not me to give, but I was going to say it's not my advice to give, but for me, I think that every relationship needs a quarterback. You need a quarterback because how do you get money to do stuff? How do you get, so somebody needs to be putting in the effort, somebody needs to be putting in the hours, somebody needs to be on the field of play, the business field. I don't necessarily mean you have to set up your own business at all, but you must have a professional motivation. There must be something you want to achieve. And so I just got very lucky that I was a quarterback, and I actually think Claire, I got lucky as well because the synergy is perfect. So we just fit. It's like a jigsaw, and so you need to fit with your partner, and so it's very, very important. And I'll keep repeating it, but you get the picture. And so Zach, Kai, make sure. I'm guessing that you're going to be the quarterbacks. So by the way, it's okay if you're not. It's okay if you're the cheerleaders for somebody else. It's absolutely fine. It's okay if you're the water boy, but it's whatever. But judging from what I can see from you guys and the questions you're asking, I just perceive that you guys are going to be the quarterback. So if you're the quarterback, you need a cheerleader, you need a water boy. And by the way, some people aren't any of them. Some people don't give a shit. Some people, your partner might not be supportive at all. And so they're not a quarterback, they're not a water boy, and they're not a cheerleader. And that probably is the worst type of person to be with, because you need somebody to assist you at times. You need somebody to help you. It's a two-way game, is this relationships. It's not all about you, it's all about us. So there's two of us. And whatever success you get, you can't have done it without your partner. You need your partner's backup or backing or whatever. And without that, it just makes the game so much more difficult to play and so much more difficult to win. So please be careful, be mindful when you are choosing your life partner. It is the single most important decision that you can make. And The problem is sometimes you don't know who's a quarterback, a water boy, a cheerleader at any given time. But that for me, it was so important. When I heard this, I was like, oh yeah, Claire's a water boy and a cheerleader, and I'm a quarterback, and that's why we work. All right, guys, girls, love you, appreciate you. See you soon. Bye.